Hi, I'm Manoj Panda, and today we're going to discuss about variables, types of variables or data types, and typecasting in Python. And in the end, we are going to do some very interesting questions in Python programming. So let's get started. What is variable? Basically, variable is a way to store some data in your program and use it repeatedly throughout the program. You declare it by giving it a name and assign it data like this. I'm giving it a name like my variable name and assigning it a variable like hello string. So there's some rule to declare a variable. The first one is you can't use this of keyword and these is of keyword. These are these of keyword, which are helpful on like it's used for some functionality of Python, and you can get a manual of them by help and that keyword. Then we have here the second rule. You can't just use alphanumerical and underscore to declare a variable name. Third rule, you can't use numerical value at the first, at the beginning of the variable name. Some example of wrong way to declare a variable and right way to declare a variable. Data types. Data types are the data you have available. Like over here in the Python, we have string data type, which is str, integer data type or int or int, float data type or float, boolean data type or bool. So here's an example. Hello world in double quote or single quote is a string data type. 12 like whole number is an integer data type. 3.142 three decimal rounded value of pi isn't float data type. And this boolean data type are true and false. Boolean data type yes or no. So data type casting, converting uh, as a data type into another data type is casting data type. Like you're converting string into integer over here. 3.142 is a string. You convert it into integer, and integer is a whole number, so you're getting 3. Similarly, float will give you a float number 3.142, and similarly, boolean will give you truthy or false value. If the given variable is truthy value, it will give true or false. String or str function will convert it into string. That's it. Let's do some question. Um, yeah, this is a question I already solved it. So resolve. So the given data is the NASA, like it's giving us some data like NASA landed Ingenuity on Mars. It was giving us some data like weight of Earthling is 37.8% of their weight on Mars. Sorry, I mean a weight of an Earthling on Mars is 37.8% of their weights on Earth, and it was asking us to return or print the value of two decimal. Okay, first of all, we have a ratio or a percentile, 0.378. Then we have to convert. Here's a step. I have to get the data, cast it into a float, calculate the weight, and print the value. Since it's input functions returns like user input. Let's say user input in this input function takes input from the user and returns it to us as a string. So we have to cast this. So we have to cast it into weight on earth to be float data type of user input. Then I have to copy this thing. We have to with Mars and weight of earth multiply with the ratio we are calculating it, and then we will print this value. But there's some flaw. Let's address that thing too. So we have to handle some error or in specific value error. So if user gives a wrong data type, like if user does not give um, a numeric type or number, rather give some A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, like over here, I giving some SAD something, and it's saying you can't give a non-numeric data type. We have to handle that. So we have to accept value error and say this thing, and that's it. Bye. Wait, not bye. We have to first test it, then bye. So this correction, and yeah, we did it. Now bye.